Hey everybody, Douglas here from the Amigos Down Under podcast. Just a bit of info about this episode. It's actually a two-part episode, so part one will be on now. You'll be listening to it now. Part two will be coming out next week. We had so much to talk about, we had to cut it in two parts. Enjoy. Cheers. Welcome to the Amigos Down Under podcast, where it's three amigos or three mates with immigrant parents sharing their stories and experiences as they grew up in Australia, how our backgrounds have merged into the Aussie culture, and how we built a life in this great country of Australia. I'm here with my co-hosts, Adrian and Seb. How you going, boys?
How we going, Dougie?
Yeah, not too bad.
Age, how you doing?
Oh, good, man.
Pumped?
Getting there.
Well, as always, as it's going to be tradition, we are going to just have a little cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
To start the show. Cheers. What are we having today, Dougie?
Glengoy. What is it?
Glengoyne.
Glengoy.
Glengoy.
18 years Scotch. 18 years Scotch.
Fucking hell.
It's nice.
This podcast is kicking off. We're on 18 years now.
18 years now, man. Very good.
Oh, that's a good drop.
Thanks for sharing with that one, Dougie. Very, very generous of you.
No worries, no worries.
Was that one of the birthday ones?
That is actually my birthday present, my 40th birthday present.
Yeah, nice. Did you open the one we got you? What was that one?
This is the one.
Oh, is this the one we got you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Episode 2, boys.
We made it.
We did.
We made it past one.
How can people get in contact with us?
Well, we've just opened up, started an Instagram page at Amigos Down Under podcast. Feel free to send us any messages, questions.
All right.
What are we chatting about today, fellas?
Christmas.
Yeah, it's
silly season
at
starting.
the time of recording now. It's coming up to Christmas, silly season.
A week away.
1 week.
1 week.
Holy shit.
End of 2022.
We made it another year.
Another year gone.
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a drink to that, eh?
Do we need an excuse to have another drink?
Yeah, why not? Fair enough. How have we been going anyway? What's been happening, fellas? A couple of weeks ago we got together last time? What's been happening?
Oh, busy times. Christmas time, man. Something every weekend.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what brings us to this episode. We'll pretty much be talking about Christmas. How our Christmas is very different to the traditional Australian Christmas.
Yeah. And
you're
going to elaborate on that, Doug, weren't you? The Aussie Christmas.
The Aussie Christmas.
Yeah.
It's very different. And I'm sure probably other people with different backgrounds from other countries have probably have different style Christmas. I'm not sure, but especially for us the Latino backgrounds,
Well, what's the
Christmas
main
is
thing?
very, very different.
It's one thing I can think of that's the main difference. Christmas Eve. That's our Christmas.
Yeah, that
pretty much.
We
Yeah.
don't really
that's
celebrate Christmas Day.
No, Christmas Day is usually what catch up with other people, hungover, and keep eating the leftovers and more food that gets cooked. Yeah, and you're not up at Sparrow's Fart, but you're up early enough. If you've got kids anyway, they wake you up early enough because they want to play with their presents.
Yeah, that's true.
That they got the night before. Yeah. Do you guys do? I remember growing up, we actually did like basically a countdown. I used to love this time of year because it's like 2 New Year's Eve for us. We literally would be getting together around 7 o'clock, maybe 8 at someone's house. There'd be 30, 40 people, like friends, whatever, the presents galore. And we would literally, like 5 minutes before midnight, everyone would start coming into the room where all the presents are and just sitting around and talking. Next thing you know, it's like, and we would literally count it down like New Year's Eve. And then everyone would hug and say Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And then whoever's house it was.
Fuck off the bed.
Whoever's house it was, the dad would have a Santa hat on or Christmas hat, whatever you want to do, and hand out all the just call out, and people would just pass down the line, whatever, the presents, and bang, off you went. And then opened them up, played with them, and yeah, we'd get home 2-3 in the morning.
That's a bit too much effort for
it was
Salvadorians.
That was me like younger, but then as we got older, it got smaller, and we didn't do it exactly like that. There was no countdown or anything, but yeah, that was me growing up.
Age, what about you?
Our Christmas is the same, Christmas Eve. Parents have always said that traditionally they would stay up until midnight for Christmas Day,
Mhm.
the whole religious side, because Christ was born.
Yep.
They would wait for that, and then that's it. I guess we just party on
Yeah.
for the whole night. There's no real gift giving, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
By the time Christmas Eve starts, we gave the kids their presents already. Some of them opened it up straight away.
Oh, so straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, we had to wait till midnight.
Well, when we host it or whoever's house it's at, rock up and we give the kids straight away. Like we're walking with a pile of presents. Here you go. These are yours. There's no Christmas tree. Nothing
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. They just, let's open it. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Why not?
Yeah.
Open it up. Have fun.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's it.
What about you, Dougie?
For us, it was we did rounds. So we'd visit
Okay,
people
yeah.
over time, and then we would go to one house at the end, and
Yeah.
we'd stay there the longest kind of thing. So we started visiting family. If
Yeah.
everyone had their own separate things and friends and stuff. I think I can probably count like 7 houses we visited in one day.
Is that a Salvi thing? Because now that you said that, my missus, her side, she's got a couple of cousins that would do that on Christmas Eve. They'd go and visit houses and then, leave the place at that, like, follow it along. So go here first, here, until they end up at their final destination. End up there. Is that a Salvi thing, though? Or
I'm not sure if it's
just a
Saudi
coincidence?
thing, but yeah, that's something, my parents did. Yeah, then, and as obviously I have my kids, like we'd host, just a smaller family group now. We would take turns hosting.
Yep.
Every year.
Yep.
Yeah, we pretty much left it as in at midnight we'd open up the presents.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd do the countdown and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But with younger kids, I think we kind of left it to like 10. And
Yeah,
as
when-
the kids started growing up, it'll get later and later.
Yeah.
But now that we've got younger kids in the family nowadays as well, it's coming back to 10
Coming
o'clock
back,
just so
yeah.
they can, even though they stay up late, but just in case.
Yeah.
Just
And
so
you
they
want
keep
them
them
to
up.
enjoy it. So like 10 o'clock's at that point where they're starting to get a bit over it as well. And then they pick up their spirits again when they get their presents.
Mm.
Question I've got.
They're
right?
sitting there at the Christmas tree, rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Present.
Where's my present? Have you you haven't been overseas, hey Age?
Nope.
Never been. Doug, have you've been overseas,
Yeah.
Salvador? One. Have you ever spent Christmas overseas?
No.
Never. I was just going to say, have you experienced it in Salvador?
No. I've been
Everyone shooting
told.
their guns off in the air.
Yeah. My sister's been, but so I've heard stories from her side.
Yeah.
But I've never experienced it myself, no.
Anything stick out from what she's told you
All I know is that the hospital's busy with the amount of burn victims that come in there
from fireworks?
from fireworks.
Yeah.
Because every kid, doesn't matter what your age, I think from
Yep.
4 years old,
Yep.
they've got bungers in their hands, or even bungers with trails. Like there's a whole, like a caterpillar looking one, and they light it off and it's like bang, 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 left, right,
Mm.
center.
Oh,
Like,
like the one that looks like an ammo belt.
yeah,
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 let it
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
yeah. And they just literally lighting in their hands and they
Yeah.
just throw it like seconds
Yeah.
later.
And there's no like safety process in how
Nah.
they're made either. Like even the way they're made. It's like say here, the people that make them obviously have safety and WHS and all over there. It's just Lupe in her in her kitchen, just making some sopa and making a illegal fire. Well, not over there
I
illegal,
know.
but
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. That every house, like your neighbor, like everyone on that street is
Yeah.
setting off fireworks.
We
There's
used to get-
fireworks
That
everywhere.
one kid that has a nuke.
in the,
Yeah, probably.
So we'd always get the ones that you said, like the belt one that just you light it up on one and throw it and it just makes heaps of noise, whatever. And then the other one was the one with the long that shoots up
Yeah, yeah.
and then just goes off.
Yeah.
So you would literally just from where my dad's mum lived, you would walk 3 or 4 houses up, knock on the door, any fireworks, yep, and then they tell you how much it costs. You buy some. And you just had a glass bottle, put them in that, light it, choom, that's it. And that's what you did. It was best.
Well, we make sparkle bombs here.
Yeah. Eee.
That takes a long time.
That's
Fun
a lot of
one.
effort.
A lot of
yeah,
effort,
I
but
learned to
For the
make
kids.
those.
For the kids.
I learned to make those at your cousin's house.
They're fucking mad, eh?
Yeah, they're
cool.
brilliant. They're brilliant. Yeah.
I lit my grass on fire once. Oh man, I went hard. Sat there for an hour. Two boxes of sparklers into 2 bottle caps. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. If
was
you
mad.
if you guys want to learn how to make them, don't worry about googling them. Just send in a DM. Is that what it's called? A DM.
We'll see.
Straight to
Slide in
Age
there.
over there, and
Slide
Age will
in
give you some
instructions.
instructions. Yeah.
Oh, video.
I was gonna say he might even do a video.
tutorial.
Yeah, there you go. Done.
Do you guys have any interesting stories about Christmas time?
Yeah, just overseas. Experiencing overseas twice was good. The 10-year-old one when I was 10, that was really good because, like I said in the last episode, it's time that I got to meet cousins and whatever, and then having that massive Christmas with family overseas, celebrating it how South Americans, Chileans and whatnot celebrate. Man, it's crazy how awesome the food the drinks, the dancing, and just being surrounded by family. That was mad for me. And then 18 years old, same thing. But the plus side to that was the drinking, man. Like 18 years old over there, I still do love beer. That's usually my first pick is beer or scotch, depending on the weather. But over there at the time, I was just loving beer. And you could buy a litre of Escudo beer, which was similar to Tui's New. You get them from the corner shop. And they had the recycle system. So you got a milk crate type thing with 9 bottles. It's freaking heavy. So my brother would always make me carry it because he goes, well, I'm buying it so you can carry it. So I'd carry the 9 empty bottles back on the crate. And then the bloke, which weren't too bad, but then when he gave you 9 full ones, and you had to walk them back. He had to walk, no trolley, no nothing, no car.
Yeah.
Our family had, a couple of older cousins had cars. But just that, they were, I think they were like $2 for a litre. They give them to you cold. Yeah. You chuck them straight in the fridge. Dude, $2. I swear it was 2 or 3. I don't remember them being more than $2 for a litre of beer. And it wasn't too bad either. So that for me was pretty cool, like overseas. But also the Aussie Christmas. Did you guys ever have the Aussie Christmas and then like the Latin Christmas?
No.
The clash? You would have sort of clashes with your missus, right?
No.
Well, you do it the 24th. Both of you.
Ours is sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't clash.
they do their Christmas Day.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah, but they're
Traditional Christmas, I guess.
Christmas
not like,
lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was love growing up. I never had a clash until I with my current missus. Obviously, she's from El Salvador. Before that, any girlfriend I had they'd do it. Christmas lunch.
Yeah, it works fine. It's
It worked
awesome.
Perfect.
Until one of the aunties decided to do Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
When
No, that's not you.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. Don't you go there.
Yeah. I think there wasn't any clash because then when my wife and I, when we moved in, it kind of naturally gelled in where our families joined together as
See, that's
during
cool
Christmas.
Too. That's mad too. That
Yeah,
both
so-
our families get
So
together.
now
That's
it's now there's no issues. I don't think there's issues with anyone within the family. Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good, man.
Yeah, so for us, to be honest, it's been pretty easy. I haven't had to be like, we'll spend one time this one, one time that one, or the next day or anything. We're all together, so we're free. We're free on that side of things. So
Any stories? Any Christmases that stand out for you?
there was, we hosted that year,
Mm.
and so I got a half barrel, set it up, and put two pork legs on,
Oh, nice.
and then obviously I had the barbecue on the side, cooking up steaks and sausages and everything. And obviously the roast was that goes on for a bit.
Couple
So
of
people
hours at
start
least.
getting a bit hungry or whatever.
Yeah.
So on the barbecue, just cooking on the Weber, flipping things over, and I can't remember how it happened,
Mm-hmm.
but the grill on the top, I don't know, it like kind of broke,
Yeah.
or the actual Weber actually broke and it was falling. Co-brother-in-law, so my wife's sister's husband, he, without thinking, just grabbed the grill.
No.
Oh,
He just grabbed the grill and he grabbed it and
picked
picked it up. So while we're trying to fix up
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Weber,
yeah.
he's got it with his hands. He's like, quick.
Oh,
So then I
what
kind
the
of grabbed
fuck?
it. We kind of helped it, took it off. And he's like, his
Yeah.
hands full burning. He was in pain the rest of the night,
Oh.
but he saved the food so then the kids
He's a
could
hero.
eat.
Yeah, yeah.
What the
Oh,
hell?
What a hero, but
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Hats
Yeah,
off.
he
Hats off to you.
just grabbed it. So,
Not all heroes wear capes, gentlemen.
nah.
What a
nah,
champion.
Nah. Yeah, shout out to Ale out there.
Well done. Well done indeed. How good's that? Yes. Well
Yeah.
done.
He saved
The hero.
some food for everyone there. That
Yeah.
was a good
He's a
one.
hero. Yeah. Cheers. What about you, H? Anything? Anything come to mind?
Nothing comes to mind.
Oh,
I will make
thanks.
memories this year. And I'll
Yeah.
talk about it. I'll talk about it next episode. Don't worry.
As always, thanks for your in-depth input and
Oh.
analysis there, H.
I'll forget.
You forget,
Like-
is it because you're always blind drunk by
I was
then?
gonna say,
Nah, come on,
alcohol
man.
does kill brain cells. So,
Christmas time is family time. Come on,
Okay,
man.
fair enough.
oh,
And he's saying you don't drink around family.
Yeah, I've got my uncle coming around, Don Julio coming around. I've got the Auntie Ciroc coming through.
Yeah.
Come
the other
on.
uncle, Auntie Sierra.
Sierra.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, she's not invited. They can't come.
They're ostracized from the family. Them and their stupid hat.
That is also a thing for salt.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear
But
that.
anyway, we don't
Yeah.
drink that shit.
No,
That's
that's
for rats.
disgusting. That is disgusting, that stuff. Yeah. But how are we spending it this year, gents?
Same as always. I think Christmas this year is at mine.
Yeah.
Getting the family around, same shit, man. To eat a lot of food, drink a lot of drink. Same old.
Sounds
We'll
amazing.
see what happens this year.
Doug?
This year I got it at a mate's house. It's his first home, so he's invited us to go to celebrate Christmas. So it'll be good. So when it comes down to it, what's the first thing when you hear, okay, Christmas is coming, or Christmas is around the corner, or what are we going to do for Christmas? What comes to your mind straight away?
You know how all those fit people do meal prep
Yeah.
and they get it all in containers ready
Yeah.
for a week?
Yeah.
We have fucking meals for a whole month. We have food ready to go.
So that's the first thing you think of is food.
Oh, man. Freezer full of leftovers.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, shit. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But you said,
Yeah, same. Just food and alcohol. It's the big one. Like, yeah,
I think that's
heaps of food.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not kids anymore, man. We don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about presents. Come on now.
No, I
That's
like
true.
seeing, but I mean, Doug, you'd be similar. Like seeing the kids, especially your own children's faces when they get what they've been wanting or whatever. You know, they get
Mm.
really excited from Christmas time. That's really nice, obviously. But the
I couldn't give
food,
a shit.
yeah, I know you.
And
you're
I've been there.
But you're a heartless prick. That's all.
I've been there with
And
a
you're a
drink in my
tight
hand.
ass, so that works on both levels for you.
I was actually going to say that. That's another thing I think
Yeah.
of fucking spending money.
Yeah, you're tight
Holy
ass.
Yeah,
shit.
Oh,
No,
the bloke,
eat a dick. Spending money. Fucking tight ass.
tight-
Look
The
who's
bloke-
talking.
the bloke, he won't bat an eyelid to spending $500 on one drink, but buying a $20 toy for his nephew or niece, he's like,
"Oh,
oh man, fuck, $20.
They don't need this shit.
I don't know. Do they really need socks?
True, but no, not about that.
Yeah.
It's season
No,
of spending.
No.
Sure.
No.
Oh man, holy shit. Not even presents and shit, just anything.
Yeah.
Like we said, Christmas parties,
Yeah.
fucking food,
Yeah.
getting everything ready, especially if you're hosting.
It's just that festive time of year, right?
but
Like,
no one gives
yeah.
a shit, eh?
Like everything.
Just go, spend the money.
Yeah, but I love the laid backness too. Everyone's pretty chill, pretty relaxed. Yeah, most people have time off. Most, not everyone. Yeah, some people have more than others. So yeah, I'm pumped for the food. I must admit, yeah, very much so, and the beers.
What about you, Dougie?
I think I'm the same. Would be the food. Like I think it's the build up for the food. It's like I know what food is coming. Like
Yeah.
it's a traditional dish that happens every year.
Oh, you get it once
at
a year, the
Christmas.
food that we eat.
And it's a dish that's called ban con pavo,
Oh,
which is pretty much a
so good.
turkey on a roll.
Mm.
But this
Oh,
turkey has
right.
been cooked for 3 hours. However big the turkey is.
And however you cook it too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we need to take a good break right now. Just go, we need to get
You're
out the saliva out
You're
of our
gonna
mouth.
go. You're gonna get bat off, are you?
Oh, bro. Oh my god, man! That
It is nice, man.
Yeah.
Pan con pavo is amazing.
Yeah, so that's cooked in like a tomato based sauce in the oven for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that gets pulled apart. It's like it
Mhm.
just comes off the bone so easily
Mhm.
and just chucked onto your bread roll.
I think I'm
And
gonna
it's
faint.
got mayonnaise and
I'm getting
lettuce.
lightheaded.
So you have different people. Like
Yeah.
you know, you have it differently, but you know, traditionally it's just lettuce, tomato, cucumber, probably radish,
Yeah.
and mayo, and with the sauce
With
from
the
the
sauce,
actual thing,
yeah.
and the turkey.
Do you put
I'll
the
put a bit
olives
of
in
a-
the sauce?
The olives are
Yeah.
already
I put a bit
in
of
there.
a sneaky rice in there in my roll as well.
What do you have lettuce?
Yeah,
H?
yeah.
Oh, really?
We have it all
Oh,
mixed.
sorry, no,
That-
it's not lettuce. It's watercress.
Watercress. I was gonna say.
It's watercress.
Yeah, watercress, radish, cucumber.
Yeah,
the
all the
bubble?
mixed salad. That,
Yeah, all the-
we
yeah,
all mix
it has a
no,
bit of
we
everything.
mix
But
it up.
it can
Yeah,
be other.
okay.
Yeah, it can be other
But-
lettuce or.
But do you guys
lettuce,
add? I
don't be
mean,
watercress.
I might get slapped here, but I've had even the Salvies like it. I'm a massive fan of coriander. I
I
started,
love it. Oh,
I started
fuck
putting
yeah.
coriander on it. Oh man, fuck! It
Fuck
was
yeah.
so nice with coriander.
Yeah.
But we like Lids slow cooks it. We slow cook it now. Chuck it in for about 6 to 8
You
hours.
mean like in a slow cooker?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In the
Because-
slow cooker, chucked in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
all in one go, and it just falls apart. It's so good, man. It's so good.
I've actually done it once.
I can't
Yeah,
wait
wanna-
to eat one
I
now,
wanna-
man.
Let's stop this, please. I wanna
Yeah,
eat-
I'm gonna
oh,
eat
man,
one.
I've actually done
No.
it once. I like put in a pressure cooker for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it came out not
Not as good.
as good, but
Yeah.
it was just like enough to be like that's
It'll do.
plenty.
See how you
It'll
guys
do.
have it like every now and then, like a sneaky one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sacred to me, man. Like I cannot have it unless it's Christmas time. I have to, bro.
Oh,
Like,
so if we make it and invite you, you wouldn't come and eat it?
nah.
Okay,
Nah.
sweet. Oh well, we're
No,
making
honestly.
some. We're making some tomorrow, so
I'm,
don't
not
come.
fu- I'm busy tomorrow. Hey, Christmas party, let's go.
Yeah, I actually had one. I think 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Oh yeah.
I happened to go to my
Yum.
parents' house, and
Fuck,
know,
let's
my
just make
sister-
turkey.
my sister was like, "You want to eat?" I'm like, "Yeah. Well, what do you got? We got Bunko Bowl." I'm like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Do I ever? Dude rocks up with 4 bread rolls. Yep, this is the start. This is how I start.
It's a fucking soup kitchen.
Pick up your
Pulls them
bread.
out of his pockets. Hang on. I'm wearing cargos. I've got another 2 down here.
All right, so we have another drink. Top up.
Yeah, have a top up.
Yeah, why
While
not?
you're doing that, anywhere in the world, where would you spend Christmas?
Oh, that was sexy.
Anywhere.
Dougie,
I've
can
got
you
an
think-
idea.
Yeah, go.
Snowy Christmas.
Mm.
No pun intended. The States,
Yep.
where
Yep.
Christmas is full of snow, and
Yeah.
you always see it in movies, they go hard over there, or you
Yeah.
think they go hard.
Christmas in New York.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin style.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Times Square.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's more New Year's, right?
Mm. They got
But
the
same-
in
it'll
New
be-
York. They got that massive Christmas tree, don't they?
Yeah, but
That big fuck off.
no,
one.
well, I'd rather New Year's in New York. Just
Ah,
anywhere
well, you
with
do the whole time
snow
there,
and-
really. Yeah. Look, I definitely want to experience a white Christmas. No, not trying to be funny. Like an actual snow Christmas, a winter.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A winter Christmas.
That's what I mean.
I
Yeah,
100% want to experience that. But I reckon I'd do it once, tick off the bucket
that's
list
it.
and say
Yeah, I
it's
want to
done.
do it all the time.
Because I couldn't
I
sit
love
there.
Christmas in Australia.
Oh,
Love it.
Like
love
the
summer.
heat, man. Like I got a mate that I worked with. I actually bumped into him today at the kids' school, and he said that that's one of the things he loved about when he came. He grew up in the US,
Mm.
and then he was in army, and so on a tour he met his missus, whatever, fell in love. They lived over there for a bit, then they came here, and been here ever since. And he goes, one of the first years he was here, he called his mum, and he's like, I'm walking around in, what do they call them? Thongs. What do they call them?
Sandals.
Sandals or whatever they call them, shorts and a shirt. It's it's hot, it's hot, and he just goes, I love the heat over here.
No, flip flops. That's it. I got it as
Flip-flops.
well.
Flip
Yeah,
flops,
that's it, I got it as well.
flip flops. You know, he's like, and he just goes, I just love. He goes, yeah, it's nice, but he goes,
Oh,
I'll tell you
man.
now. He goes, it's cold. Like he goes, you see it in a movie, and people having stuff. He goes, man, it's cold. He goes,
Yeah.
you got to drive to the shops. You got to go here. You got to go there. The snow
And
is
the
built
traffic
up.
because of snow and shit.
Yeah, and he goes, and they're absolutely packed. And when you walk into the shop, you're sweating because there's heaters on, so you got to take everything off. Then he goes, it's a nightmare.
I wouldn't trade. Like
Yeah.
for the sake of the question,
Yeah.
100% that. Like what you said, just tick it off and done.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
beats
But you know
summer,
what it's
man.
like, man.
Just to
You
can do-
experience it, really.
Look, when Christmas time is the time we get holidays and time
Yeah.
off or whatever from work, what would you rather be doing?
Mhm.
In what weather? You know what I mean? What, you want to stay inside?
Nah, man.
You know,
out,
yeah.
pool, swimming, beach,
Oh.
sun, tits out. I mean, guns out. You know,
Yeah.
just Dougie.
Show 'em what you got. Yeah, same. Look, it'll be a winter Christmas.
Where's the pun? Come on.
Yeah. There might be children.
Rudolph
listening.
with the red nose.
Yeah.
Spill me drink.
Yeah, but definitely, like just as you said, it'd be like, what you see in the movies, and you just want to experience that winter Christmas. Especially, obviously, it's New York, but you could probably do that. Probably in Canada, you can have it.
Canada. Yeah. Well,
Or even the northern parts of Europe, you could have.
Yeah, probably.
wherever it snows, really.
Yeah.
Oh, so European Christmas would be nice.
that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and the good thing about Europe is you can go to one country, but you've got all others like right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Train,
not like here you
train
drive
ride.
6 hours one way and you're still in the same state.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's like I think everyone fantasizes about the New York style is because they go
It's
overboard.
everywhere.
Like it's like a big thing. You
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
been
And
done to
it's
death.
everywhere,
on
but
the
It's
like-
so commercialized.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's the when everyone thinks of a winter Christmas, it's that with the snows and Santa and
Yeah,
and
definitely.
all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's something we're hoping to do in the future. That's something we've got on the cards to do in the future.
Mm.
That's one of my kids' bucket lists.
Bucket
all they
list,
want to
yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for me. It's a bucket list thing more so for the kids. Like, yeah, as we've said, 100% want to try it, but for me as I get a bit older and older, it's like, cold. I used to like the cold. Now I don't. Hate the cold now. Love the warm weather.
That's what Scotch is for.
I love the
warms out.
cold, man.
And surely they've got a lot more over there.
Mm.
I prefer cold. I prefer winter than
Yeah.
No way.
To an extent, no. To an extent, I know what you're saying, but to an extent, I'd prefer a cooler day than a hotter day. But by the time it's getting towards the end of winter, I'm starting to get over it already. And winter's only 3 months here, and really, like, doesn't get that cold. It really
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
It can. You can get a
Depends
few
where
days
you
here
live
and
as
there.
well, though.
Yeah, like out
When
my
we-
way, it can get pretty cold.
When we
but
went
still.
camping in winter, holy
You
shit.
guys would. I don't know how you survived, eh?
Oh.
I mean, Dougie, you would have loved it, but
We survived very
This
well.
was our first trip as well, and I'm thinking,
Mm.
oh yeah, I'll get hot at night. I'm in boxers and and the t-shirt, right? And I'm like, oh fuck me, Dad, I was shivering the whole night.
He's all right. He goes, "You're gonna get cold." He goes, "I'll be all right. I'll put a jumper on." All right.
Didn't do that. Anyway, go the next day, whatever day goes by, sleep again. I've got my trackies on.
Mm.
I've got a hoodie on. I've got a beanie on. I've got my sleeping bag wrapped around me and a blanket on top of that,
Yeah.
wrapped up.
And you were
Fucking-
still cold.
and it was still cold.
And did you have a belly full of chorizo soup?
No, that was the last night.
That
night-
See,
that
you had
night
to
was
do
good
that
sleep.
first night to keep you warm. Then.
So
Oh,
I came.
yeah. So
I
it
came
does-
prepared for it.
Yeah.
Right. Heavy jumper and had
Mm.
long socks, trackies on as well, blanket on top, woolly blanket.
Mm.
And I was still cold. So I had to. There was friends that were coming up the next night.
Oh yeah.
I actually called my wife and said, "It's too cold." She got someone to come pick up the duvet
Shit.
because that was needed. That
Wow.
and a beanie on top of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
far
bro,
out. I
it's
wouldn't have
crazy.
thought- yeah.
So yeah, like it does get cold depending
Yeah.
where you are, but no way. I'm opposite. I have to. I love summer, and it's
Yeah.
always the same thing. Always the same reason. You can do a lot more in summer. In
You can.
winter,
Yeah.
too cold. You know,
Mm.
you just want to sit inside,
But-
do nothing.
This summer, this year, has been. We've had only a handful of hot days. I mean, I know
It's
it's,
only started.
only just started, but even in
But you're right.
November, we were having. You see people walking around like they would just outside of winter, like just as spring started. And in November, end of November, people walking around with jumpers and hoodies on. Some of
I
them.
was still
Like-
walking yesterday. had a jumper.
Yeah, like today, like now, it's
Oh, those
I can
2
feel
days.
that breeze.
That was really
It's
cold.
more
yeah.
it's more the breeze of the wind that they were getting.
yeah.
Obviously, if
So
that
what-
wasn't around, it'd
Yeah.
be
What do we think is happening this year? So the year before, bushfires. After that, floods
well. Look,
and rain. What now?
with the amount of wind that we've
hurricane
been
winds?
getting, with the
Hurricane
amount of wind,
winds?
it's still as dangerous.
Right.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be that hot, but
Yeah.
just this wind will.
If we got a fire with this wind, yeah, it's
it'll
bad.
go
man.
out of control. And I think that's the same thing. I
bad.
think that's what happened that year. It was like it was a
The real
windy.
bad ones, yeah,
It was windy as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't hot. It just
That was
It
crazy,
just
but-
picked up and there's so much.
definitely.
I always
was,
just say, look, it comes like it's in order. So now it's going to be wind or earthquakes.
earthquakes. Yeah,
Why not?
well,
There's
throw
been,
it in
there's
there.
been a couple
why
of
not?
earthquakes.
Come on,
around.
We've
Australia,
had
show
more
us what
than
you got.
usual. We're not really known for earthquakes, are we?
No,
We're known
that's
for
right,
deadly
that's right.
animals.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Yeah,
Oh,
deadly
I
animals.
had a dream I got bit by a spider. And I
Yeah?
freaked out straight away. Take me to hospital, I'm going to die. I remember it. It's vivid. I remember it. Like, oh, spider. And oh, fuck, here we go. I remembered I'm in Australia. Fuck, let's go.
Everything kills you. Hang on. But what was that other dream you had? You were telling us before we started.
Oh.
What happened? You ended up somewhere. Where'd you end up?
Oh, yeah.
So it was one of the night with the boys.
Yeah,
A pretty innocent dream, I think, like a normal day. And then,
just a Tuesday.
you know, how you get that bit of a time lapse in your dream where you forget a bit and then you remember the next bit. I woke up in Italy. I woke up on a tram in Italy
Yeah.
and looked at my mates and what happened? Oh, bro, you passed out. We're in Italy now.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. First thing I do, call my wife. Guess where I'm at and where you're not. I'm in Italy. She's Italian, for everyone out there. Always wanted to go overseas. And I was there first. And I
So-
just rubbed it in her face.
You didn't say, "Oh, baby, missing out."
No,
You're like,
I said,
"Suck
guess,
shit."
that's what I said. Guess where I am? I'm in fucking Italy. You're not. and then I just remembered in the dream. It's funny how you think about these things while you're dreaming. Because I wake up and I remember thinking, "Fuck, she's gonna hit you. Like she's gonna go nuts. Like when I get home, fucking hell.
You're a dead man.
Like I'm a dead man. Oh well, I'm in Italy. Not my problem.
You know what I was thinking? We were talking about before.
Yeah.
Memories on what comes to mind. It did just come into my mind now when we're
Mhm.
talking about Christmas.
Yeah.
There's one thing that appears I haven't seen it as much, but I actually did see a lot of them recently. The Christmas beetle.
Oh yeah.
I've not
What?
seen one yet.
What's been happening with that?
I went to my sister-in-law's the other night,
Yeah.
last weekend actually,
Yeah.
and walking up to the front door,
Mm.
and there was at least 25 of them
Where
on
is
her
this?
door.
Which suburb?
Yeah,
Oh.
Edmonds and Park.
This area, all right. So this
Dude.
guy always gets the rain before us.
Yeah.
Always gets storms before us. Always everything happens
So
here
he's going
before
to
it
get
happens
the
here.
Beatles before
So the
us.
Beatles are on their way.
Yeah, right.
So
Because
tomorrow
I
there'll be
swear the
Beatles.
past couple of years they have
It's-
not been
Yeah, you're right.
You know, because
It's
I've
died
been
down a lot in
Yeah.
the years that I remember seeing so many. It was just ridiculously the
Do you
amount
remember
there
being
were.
little and you're walking down the street and anywhere there's a light, you're like, oh, I'm not going near there because you'd feel them crawling on you, and you know the sensation I'm talking about of
Yeah.
when they crawl on you.
They're sharp fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they don't do anything. They're not going to harm you. They're not going to sting. But
They
it's just scary.
just hang there.
yeah,
They just hang on
and
you.
you're like, what? The, and,
On
but,
your screen door and shit.
Oh, yeah, I love
man.
going up to the screen door and then going there and
Yeah,
flicking
you
them from
flick
the other side.
Oh, how far do they go to? Those?
They fly. They literally fly.
I reckon they do that for a reason. It's like, oh, guys, let's go again.
ready?
Let's do it. Ready?
It's a fucking thrill ride for them.
They're all a bunch of Adrians just ready for a thrill ride. All right, how's this then? New Year's. Before we get into, New Year's is New Year's, but before we get into that, bucket list for New Year's. All right, outside
I
of the
said-
White Christmas,
I said like the New York one.
New York, is there any other bucket
No,
list
actually,
that you
hold on.
have?
Let's go back to the Christmas thing.
Oh, sorry, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to an Aussie Christmas? Like an Australian-based...
Yeah,
When I mean Aussie,
yeah,
right.
yeah. I
I'm
know
talking-
exactly what you
I'm
mean.
talking
Seb's
about...
house?
And
Nah.
No.
okay, we're all Aussies, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about with a background of actually being Australian.
Yeah,
Australian background is in
100%.
going down generations in Australia.
yeah.
I
I
actually
have.
haven't.
I've never been
I don't
to
think
one.
I have either.
I have.
I've
They-
heard, like I've spoken to
Mm.
workmates or people,
Yeah.
Australians that I know.
It's Christmas Day, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
They don't
the
do the Eve.
25th.
They don't do Eve.
Yeah.
It-
Like I'm sure
What-
they do pre-drinks on the Eve, but
What a lot
I
of
don't
them-
know. I don't know. Look, honestly, I don't know if they do anything on
Okay,
Christmas
so
Eve.
what are they? No, usually they don't. Well, usually the prep work and the presents and blah 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 blah. A few drinks. They might catch up with someone else. Usually they'll catch up with friends, neighbors, things like that. 25th is it. If it's all Aussie, like I'm talking, mum, dad, 3 kids, say older kids, and those are all married and they're all Aussie.
Yep.
Then they would literally have a central point, just like what we would do.
Yep.
On the 25th, being lunch
and cracker barbecue.
and breakfast with the other side's family, doing breakfast there and then lunch somewhere else. It's barbecue, it's pool.
It's like a meat and
backyard
two veg
cricket.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, they do a bit of everything, man. Like I've been to ones where you had to take, it was BYO, and I mean BYO everything. Like, so you had to take your own grog, you had to take your own food that you wanted to cook. Everyone brought a salad. Everyone brought their own meat. So basically, the people that were hosting just had the pool, tables and chairs, and even then, when I say tables and chairs, people still had to bring their own chairs because they didn't have enough.
All right.
And the barbecue was your snags, some steaks, cut up bits of breast chicken that's been marinated in the Master Foods barbecue sauce the night before
All right.
and cooked over, and bread rolls, and your Woolies pasta salad and coleslaw and things like that. And
tell me
it's-
there's some fairy bread.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember there being fairy bread. If I said yeah, I'd be lying.
I think
but
fairy bread is more a birthday thing.
it could have been for the younger kids, but yeah, I've been to a full blown and it's always usually at someone's house that has a pool. But yeah,
How different is that? Like, because say for us, if you're hosting, everyone brings a bit of food,
mm-hmm.
but
I think it's you bring your own food if you want. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
but it's
think
not
that-
expected.
yeah,
Mm.
I never show up empty-handed. Like
yeah,
I'll bring a bottle of scotch,
Yeah.
or case of beer.
but it's not like it's
or-
expected of you.
Yeah,
Like he's like, oh,
yeah.
can you please bring that? Bring that.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
like,
And you call them ahead and go, do you need something? Like, because there's
Yeah.
always a last minute shit. Like you
Mm.
normally get one of you normally get the call from, oh man, bring a couple of bags of ice or
that's
some
me.
shit.
Always,
Frozen water.
100%.
Frozen water ice. And Doug, we know we always got to bring it to Doug's place because he's never got fucking ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, never.
I always tell someone, please bring some ice, man, because
Yeah.
I've had I'm running around.
yeah.
If I'm hosting something,
Yeah.
I'm running around in the morning to fix things up, and I don't want to
Yeah.
get ice too early.
yeah.
Because I start a bit earlier than everyone else arrives. Because of my
Yeah.
thing. One
But-
of the mates will rock up first. We'll start early.
Yeah.
No ice yet.
Yeah.
Wait for the ice to come.
I'm very, when it comes to Eskies and ice, I'm very like pedantic with it. I how people buy the tubs, those Woolies, those Bunnings plastic tubs that have zero insulation.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
like mine.
Yeah, the ones you use them. Hey,
No, but
just
ours
those
are made.
plastic
Yeah.
tubs.
Yeah.
Things, yeah.
They're the barrels that my dad gets his the Coca-Cola the Coca-Cola.
Oh no, I'm
syrup
talking
in.
those just literally real floppy plastic tubs.
Oh,
that
like
have
the laundry basket
yeah,
sort of stuff.
almost like that material. Yeah,
Ours is that
And
plastic like this. Like
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
seen mine.
That's got a little bit of insulation.
oh,
The other one's at zero insulation, and you
they
on
melt straight
a
away.
freaking
Yeah.
35-degree day, even a 30-degree day, you crack 2 bags of ice in there. An hour later, it's water.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's annoying having to have, 5 eskies, but you'd rather go and borrow eskies or just tell everyone to bring an esky with a bag of ice.
Oh, well, I've done that too.
Yeah,
The
but
engagement
that's
party,
it. You just tell everyone to bring an
Bang.
esky. If you've got one, bring it with a bag of ice. That's it. And everyone
True.
just use it. And then obviously by the end of the day, you just leave it on the eskies and on the whatever, and then you take your own esky home.
Is Esky an Aussie thing? Like, as in-
Esky's the brand.
yeah, but besides the brand, is that those
Because
machines? Are they-
Americans call it cooler.
Cool. They're a cooler
Ah,
box.
okay.
They are. They're a
Cooler
cooler box. Just like a stubby holder for us over there, they call it a
Sleeve.
So I don't know what they call it actually, but they don't call it a stubby holder.
Well, let me have a look.
Find out. Yeah. But that's one thing I got
No, but I noticed that. Like, see Gurney, right?
Yeah.
Growing up, I thought it was just what it was called. But then
Yeah.
I found out there's a fucking brand called
Yeah.
Gurney.
Yeah.
It was the first one that came out?
Yeah, pressure washer, gurney.
Yeah.
But my thing is, and this is my argument with my wife. She calls it. All right. If I said to you,
Oh, you're going to go on with that fucking sandwich press, aren't you?
so the
Breville.
the Breville. Yeah, he just fucked it. I had a full lead up to it.
Yeah,
But
but
he
we all
fucked
know.
Okay. All right. Thanks, he who shall not be named. Anyway, what do you call it? Do you call it a toasty? Do you call it a Breville? What do you call it?
sandwich press?
No, but
Well, the machine or the sandwich?
sandwich itself. I'm gonna have a toast.
I don't
Okay,
want to
it's
say
different.
toasty.
It's different depending on the machine. If it's the two flat things, that's just
That's a toasty.
that's a toasty.
Yeah.
If it's in the one with does
Yeah.
the patterns,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a jaffle machine.
Yeah. Okay.
Jaffle
cool.
maker.
Jaffle maker. Do you remember those days? The
I've
got one.
word jaffle
I've
maker. Yeah, we've got a jaffle
no, I
maker.
still do.
Yeah.
I won't call it toasty, but I
do
fucking
you
call
call
it
it?
a sandwich. It's like, just want to toast it.
Because see, I would say, can you make me a toasted? Because she's like, do you want me to make you something? I'm like, yeah, can you make me a toasted sandwich? So what she would do is she'd toast bread, then get like ham, cheese, whatever, and make it into a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thanks. Anyway, that went for a while, man. I'm talking like a long time. And then one day I said to her, why do you keep making it like this? Can you make it like a proper? She goes, you mean a Breville? I went, and that's where it literally
It's the
started.
brand, right?
Yeah, I go, that's a brand. We don't have a Breville. So that's been the running joke ever since.
Okay,
But,
so it's the same as Gurney and
Yeah,
Esky.
yeah.
So
Esky.
what does she mean by Breville? What was the
Breville
difference?
is what you're saying is a toasty.
All right, so there's this word, koozies.
Koozies, that's
that
what
it?
it is.
Is that what
Yes,
you're looking for?
koozies, yes.
What's koozies?
So
Or
stubby-
cozies. No, cozies. Cozies, not koozies.
It's just
Cozies.
it's K-double-O.
For the beer holder.
There you go, stubby holder.
K-double-O-Z-I-E-S.
Yeah, cozy.
Stubby holders are known as cold coolie cups or koozies in
Cozies,
the US.
cozies.
Cozies. All right, cool. We learn something every day.